Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, man. What's going on? Welcome back to Jamal TV. We are here, man, for transfer deadline day special. We're here, man, part of the Ineos delegates. You know what I mean? We're here in the boardroom. Man, like Nuruddin, you're the new CEO. You've taken over Barada's position. I've taken over as the director of football. Minna, you know what I mean? You can choose whatever role you want. It's up to you. And yeah, we're all here, man. We're all here. How are we? Minna, how are we? Everyone all good?
I'm not happy, bro. What? Are you taking a piss with this thumbnail? Are you actually taking the piss with this thumbnail?
I'm not.
You're actually taking the piss. Well, are you taking the piss?
It's serious.
I don't like it. I don't like this thumbnail.
You're part of the team. We're here. Nah. We're all together. We're in unison. We're here to make proper football decisions, you know what I mean? Ineos out, the new Straightjacket podcast in. What are you saying, Nora? Are you happy with that? Are you ready? See what I'm saying? As long as we know Ineos are going out, he's anything to get them out, mate. You know what I mean? But yeah, Nuruddin, how are you?
Good. First of all, Mina, I promise, I'm gonna make you a promise today. I'm never gonna shout and scream, regardless how much he triggers me.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do it.
I'm
here to have a rational discussion. I've changed now. I've had the feedback, even on my own channel. No more. Passionate is different from crashing out. So I've learned. I just want to say that. Big up to you. Hope the family is well, Mina. Saeed, the ties. It's got to be the best thumbnail I've ever seen. I totally disagree, Mina.
We're here.
This made me laugh. All the way down from work, I was laughing my head off when I saw the thumbnail. I actually look good, and I'm gonna have to go and get a yellow tie. I actually think we look good. Melanin, yellow tie.
That's it. Yeah. We're here, man. We're here.
But,
you know what I mean?
In terms of Manchester United, I'm telling you now, Amarim's doomed. I'm telling you, this system is going to be doomed without the athleticism and the technical ability that we need in that midfield. And seeing it with my own eyes. I forgot to tell you, I was at the game. I was trying to call you, but I had no service. I was trying to call you half time, but it wasn't registering. But just in the 10 minutes where Burnley got bit of the ball, how easy it is to play through that midfield is unbelievable. But yeah, win's a win. We take it. We're on the board.
Yeah.
Just got a little message for Big Steve. Just say hello to him. Just say Nuruddin says hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
He's not even on the story. He's in Dubai right now. You know what I'm saying? He's chilling in Dubai right now. But you know what? There's a lot to talk about, man. We have got a new goalkeeper. And you know what, Nuruddin? I'm actually with you, man. I wanted Lammens to arrive at Manchester United, and he's coming. 18 million deal. United have agreed to sign him on a 5-year contract. Lammens from Royal Antwerp, 23 years old. It was always the one that United wanted, to be honest with you. Obviously, we made Martinez almost like a smoke screen, wasn't it? Really and truly, like it was a negotiation tactics, which fair play United got. I was never for Martinez, if I'm being honest with you, man. I thought in the end, I was like, mistakes. I'm not sure if we can afford to do that. He's experienced. Don't get me wrong. Martinez is experienced, but I feel like having a keeper who's up and coming, who's not like 23 is young for a goalkeeper, but at least he's played a lot of games at standard Royal Antwerp. He's, you know what I mean? He's got a little bit of experience already. So you've watched him, you've known about him, you know, you studied him. And you're the one that, you know what I mean? You've yeah, man, this is your guy, man. This is your guy.
Well, if you believe the reports, the club have been scouting him for about 8 to 9 months. So last season, there were a lot of scouts, United scouts, watching him. Like I said, he's a young man. He's a young goalkeeper. He's never played in the Premier League side. You know what we always say about players who played in the Premier League and coaches and that. I got PTSD with this football club, so I am less. But I think Manchester United should go around the top 5-6 teams and sign them a number 2 goalkeeper who's just stable. We just need somebody who does the basics right while Lammens progresses. Or it could be that Saeed, you saw a game buying on Saturday. You were there, you saw it with your own eyes, some of his antics. I mean, he actually doesn't kick the ball out a lot, actually. He kicks it to people. So the only thing about Bayindir is that, but anything with crosses, anything to do, he's flapping. So we just need the stability. That's all we need. But maybe we can throw, because he can't be worse than Onana and Bayindir. He can't.
No.
His shot-stopping abilities are there for everybody to see. He comes and claims sometimes, but I'd rather have the potential of somebody getting better than have...
Yeah.
I'd rather have... Can you hear me? I'd rather
Yeah.
have the potential somebody getting better than have Martin. I mean, Martin is more errors last season than Onana.
Than Onana, yeah. I know. Yeah, I'm listen. We're not. It's not going to be every signing you can see risk in it. You know what I mean? But Mina, for you, is it one of them where we're never going to be happy with the decision anyway? If it's Lammens, people are not going to be happy. Martin is not going to be happy anyway. So it's one of them. Like, both have risks in different ways, but I feel like with Lammens, at least, you know, people haven't seen his mistakes as much. Like Martin.
You know what I'll say with Lammens? United have gone for the younger option, so fans need to be patient. Fans have to be patient with him, and I don't know, because I've seen people comparing him to David De Gea when United signed David De Gea. David De Gea played slightly more games than him. I think he played about 57 games in the league. In La Liga and the Belgian league is two different leagues, so it's not really a direct comparative. From what I've watched, I'm not gonna lie, I've only really started to research Lammens over the last month or so, but he seems like a good shot stopper, which is what Manchester United need. From set pieces, he seems a lot more pragmatic. But when you use Onana or Bayindir as the benchmark, anyone's gonna be better than that.
Everyone.
I'm a little bit happy that United didn't go for Martinez. As much as I like Martinez, I just think that it was an agent-led move over the last 48 hours with him.
Thank you.
The amount of tweets Fabrizio was putting out about Martinez and Manchester United was ridiculous. Like, it was really ridiculous. And I think once Man United agreed personal terms with Lammens, I think that kind of set it in stone. And what kind of, I think, reassures me a little bit about Lammens, 18 million is not a lot in the grand scheme of things when you think about how much players have been going for in this window. But also, I think because he's a younger keeper, they can mold him into the kind of keeper that they want, rather than buying an older keeper that's kind of set in his ways and set in his kind of discipline and set in the way that he likes to play. So I kind of understand it from that side. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm seeing Diogo Costa right now being linked to go into the Turkish league for 25 million, and I'm thinking, yo, why was Man United not all over that?
I think his hype has kind of gone a little bit. I can't lie. He made mistakes against United. I don't think he's at the best kind of, like, I don't know, man. Like, in terms of form right now, I don't know if Costa's at the form right now that he was maybe pre-2022. You know, when Nuruddin was saying, around that time when...
Before the World Cup,
I personally believe he's a good goalkeeper. And I think he's young. To be Portugal have got really good goalkeepers, and he's the best one they pick. But aside from what we feel, this is the player, Saeed, Mina, the chat. This is the player Manchester United have scouted. Do you know what I mean? This is the player that they have scouted. Like, again and again for the past 8 months or whatever, 9 months, they followed him. They followed his progression and they've scouted him. So he's the person that the club have a plan for. That's what I have to hope, that they've got a plan for him. And so, other than going for Costa, who I think I really, really like, I think goalkeepers make mistakes, but at least he's got the basics. He does make mistakes. He is lackadaisical sometimes, but he's got the basics. And in big games, he can make amazing saves. The thing for me with Villa, I spoke to a couple of Villa fans, and they say to me, he's not even all that. That he's been horrendous since he won the World Cup. They said they've noticed a massive dip, even in his intensity. Like intensity, the way he talks since he won the World Cup, there's been a massive drop. And to be fair, players are not robots; they're only humans. It's not the only person that happens to. You know what I mean? It happened to loads of players after the high of winning the World Cup.
course.
you will go through dip in form.
Yeah, you go through a dip of form.
You think that you've climbed Everest. You know, you've done the most pinnacle in anybody's career. You've gone there and done it. So at the end of the day, I think I agree with Mina. We have to be super patient, but it's our fan base patient.
The thing is, though, you got at the same time you say patient, yeah, you've got to hit the ground running. Though you can't be seen as someone. Just say here, Mark Gahey underwent medical ahead of Liverpool, but move in jeopardy. Oh, bomba. Let me just read this, guys. 1 second, guys. I know he doesn't.
They're gonna get it done, Saeed. I think this is just they're gonna get
it done. Man. We need to leave with something, though, man. We need to leave with something, guys, man. You know, this is too big of a window, man. He's saying that Mark Gahey underwent medical ahead of proposal transfer from Crystal Palace to Liverpool, but move in jeopardy amid Palace issues to find an adequate replacement. Talks now between 25-year-old and manager Glasgow to make the final decision on LFC switch. So because they can't really find a adequate replacement,
he's their captain, isn't it?
He's their captain, yeah.
It's madness, Saeed. Adin Hazard had 1 year left in his contract and he went for 70 million. One is the fact that you had 1 year left on your contract meant that you're going for so cheaper.
Because then you lose him for free next summer.
But get him to sign a contract.
No, but he's not going to sign a contract. He's not going to sign a contract, though. This is the thing, though, man. Unless Liverpool give what's his name, Joe Gomez. Yeah, but then he's injury prone, so you're not getting really.
Well, they're losing a captain. He's the captain, isn't he? He's the captain.
Yeah. Listen, man, they need to hold on to him, man. They need to hold on to him. I'll be real with you, man.
Get the calculator. How much have Liverpool spent this summer?
440 million, I think he said.
Wow.
But they have sold a lot, though. So if you do net spend, they have like
even forget net spend. Liverpool have been run well for many years, like from a financial aspect, so they can afford to do this. But I wouldn't be surprised, wallahi, in the next like couple of years, where if Liverpool are turning over revenue of $1 billion, I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow, 100%. Wow. And the thing about it, you know, they have that fan base. They have the global fan base, and now that they're back, I mean, I look at the league and I'm like, City, oh my God, you're so dreadful.
No, they're finished. They're finished now. They're not going to do anything this year. They're not going to do anything this year, guys, man. I think it's between Arsenal and Chelsea whether they can compete with Liverpool. But look at Arteta. Look at his coward tactics yesterday. He ain't going to do anything, man.
Unbelievable. You know what I mean? I watched that game. I swear. You know what? I was nearly wish I was going to come around, but you know what? I had to get back and sort one of my neighbours out. I had to help him with something, but I was going to come and watch the game with you.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, how many more times? Why? He's not learned anything.
No.
In these big games, you've got to go for it. It's a psychological thing that can actually boost the confidence when winning. Yeah. If you win one of these big games.
I agree.
Coward.
I agree.
What a coward.
Yeah.
Mr. Toy Story Arteta. Mr. Toy Story.
But the thing is, though, with Liverpool, though, it's a wrap, man. I think for me, the league's done anyway now. Like, look how strong they were last year without the signings. And now, with the signings, I mean, that Isak one, bro, like, they've got baby Isak there as well, Ekitike, that they could, you know what I mean, mold into an Isak. The fact that
you know what it is the only thing I will say with Liverpool, and this is not just aimed at Liverpool, but look at Real Madrid when they brought Mbappe in and it kind of changed the balance of their front line. Yeah. My only expectation is with Liverpool, I can just imagine that their front line will work better or adjust quicker than like Mbappe and Real Madrid did. Because I feel like with Mbappe and Vinny, that's too much egos. There's too much egos at Real Madrid. I don't think Liverpool have that. Honestly speaking, I don't think Liverpool have the egos when it comes to the players.
No.
So I'm expecting them to dominate, not just England, but even in Europe.
In Europe,
that should be the expectation, bro. They broke the British transfer record twice in one window.
Yeah.
Twice in one window. Can you believe it? Twice in one window, man. It's madness. It's madness. Like,
that's not. You know what? I've looked at the Liverpool timeline on X. Nobody's FSG out.
Oh, they should never be FSG out, though, man. Listen,
the fans are entitled to their opinion, man.
No, but they tried
I know that.
Glazers to FSG. I was like,
never.
They were never like they were very, very much penny pinching, and they were very much like not ambitious certain times, but they weren't like the Glazers, man. The Glazers were literally using Man United.
They had a football structure. Who got Jurgen Klopp? They had a proper plan. Say whatever you want. Those guys know a plan. And the mad thing about it is that when they won the Champions League, all the power went to Klopp, because that's what happens, right? Usually you got a football structure, and there's a battle between the football structure and the coach. All the power went to Klopp. Klopp burnt some of the players out, burnt himself about, and then all of a sudden everybody's back now, and they've got more guys. They use the data, same as the Liverpool used the data. They're one of the first teams to use the data. Brentford, and now Brighton as well. They use that data to go and find these and scout players. They don't mess about.
Yeah.
They don't mess about. But at the end of the day, get used to it, people. Glazer Ineos, 2028 and all that business. And here we go. Liverpool are dominating now. So that is, by the end of the season, retirement 20 times. Man. That was one of my favorite songs at Old Trafford. That's gone. I've had to come to terms with that.
Yeah. But the thing is, I don't know if this is true, but again, in the Cali, you have to take it with a pinch of salt. But there's rumors about Rodgers potentially to Liverpool as well. So,
Rodgers.
Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan. I don't think it gets done in the what, an hour? Nah, man, no way. A fee gets agreed. He has to do a medical, all of that stuff in an hour. Nah,
no, you can do the medical later.
You do the medical after.
Yeah, you just have to submit paperwork to the Premier League.
Paperwork. The paperwork's the most important thing, Saeed.
Okay,
players have done day after they've done medical.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know what? Even if players have failed medicals and still been signed by clubs.
Yeah, 100%.
That's happened.
100%. And we got 2K in the building, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Killer says, big up, man. The windows are 5 out of 10. Letting Ericsson and Collier go without replacements and negligence. Amrin not been fully back. I think we finished 10th. Saeed put the ITK gimmick in the bag, bruv. Says Mr. Igbali. I shout out to Igbali, man. No midfielder, yeah, we are cooks as surviving Amrin. For me, it's a big risk getting Lammens. Yes, Martin made mistakes, but Martinez isn't a scrub like some people are saying. What is it about United never buying good midfielders? I'm going to show you, by the way, the shocking stat about United midfielders. Jason Hanna said they need to stop putting Stoke or Super Sunday. They are the most boring team in the league. Talk about Arsenal there. Big up Minnow. Liverpool, we didn't spend last year, won the league, went in for final Champions League, solid, very well, and got Adidas deal. We made a lot of money. And the OG show, say, big up my brother Nuruddin, always represent the people. Free Palestine, and big up sister Minna. The work is another level. Hit the likes. Big up, man. Big up to Big Ben's. Yeah, guys, like people are saying the window is a 5 out of 10. I'm not going to lie to you. I think we're being a bit harsh there. It is a better than 5 out of 10. But what I will say, though, is not getting a midfielder is horrible, man. I don't know what it is, guys. And now what they've done is, Cobby's staying, guys. Cobby's staying. Bollocks, man. Come on, man. Like, you were forcing...
I think you have to... No, I think people are being harsh with the window shade, especially...
I know when they tell them, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know Nuruddin, he promised that he's not going to shout today on the stream. So he's not allowed to shout about the transfers. But I do think that with the outgoings, when you consider how poorly United have sold before, the number of players they've got out, either on a permanent or potentially on a permanent next summer, I think it's relatively decent. I can't say anything more than a 7 out of 10 at best, because United don't have a midfielder. And even then, with the goalkeeper that we've signed, it's still a goalkeeper for me that is for potential rather than a proven, product right now. But to kind of transform your front line in one window, I think that's pretty okay. I really do think that's pretty okay. But one thing I will say just quickly on Manchester United, and we're talking about like Liverpool and their transfer windows, etc. If we don't close the gap on, these other teams, we're going to fall so far behind from a commercial perspective, from a revenue perspective. If we are not competitive in the next season or two, guys, I promise you, we won't be able to afford to buy people in the windows. Like, because I'm seeing people saying, look at Liverpool and look at City and look at Arsenal, look at, they can get Eze and they can get this. But if we do not start winning on the field, I promise you, not only are we going to fall behind just in terms of our expectations, but I think we're going to fall behind when it comes to other teams and competitive teams in England and in Europe. And then we won't be able to compete to get to the best players. And then suddenly we're just going to have to keep buying potential every summer transfer window. And then people are never going to be happy about it.
But the problem is, though, our fan base are happy because we love to write love letters. We're singing. We got banners of Ruben Amorim. He's going to turn it around. And But I think the culture of the fan base is all wrong as well. Like, yes, we can say Ineos is they're doing bad things, or people can say the Glazers are bad. But I also think the fan base is also a problem as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have standards within ourselves where we say, right, is this right? What are we seeing? What are we giving time? What are we buying into? You feel me? Like, and if we're accepting finishing 8th, 9th, 10th, then the board accepting, then we just fall behind. Because I genuinely believe if we don't get into Europe next year, it's gonna be a big problem, you know. Because that means now, in a 2-3 years without Champions League, you know what I mean? It's gonna cost United money, bro. It's gonna cost United money. I'm sorry, it is. So that's where it becomes a big problem. But before you come in, Nuruddin, just some transfer news. I know we're not always focusing on United, but it's transfer deadline day. Kevin has signed for Fulham, guys. Min, I don't know if you've watched this guy or know about this guy. 40 million euros plus 5 million add-ons, long-term deal with Kevin, and deal sealed. But despite Sporting pushing, Kevin joins. Listen, the talent's getting better and better in the league, and look at the money now being spent. 40 million euros. You know, they're going from Shakhtar. Shakhtar do produce a lot of good talent. Willian, Fred, Fernandinho, a couple of others as well, if you not can name him. But yeah, Fulham have
it's
got
the best way to condition the Brazilians into European football. It's always been.
Ukraine,
yeah. Sorry, the Brazilians, always get it. I'm gonna say 5 out of 10, and I disagree with you, and I'll give my points why I disagree with you guys.
Yeah.
I really think that before the season started, the midfield was a massive hole and a massive problem for Manchester United. I think majority of us have come to terms with that. Casemiro is not the player that he was the season before that. I think Bruno being dropped back, Bruno's not that guy anymore. He hasn't got the physicality. He doesn't got even. Look at the duels that he loses. He loses a lot of duels. If you look at Bruno Fernandes as in there, you know, maybe in the next couple of games we'll see now Bruno being back at 10, and because of Cunha's injury, we don't know how long that's going to be. Cunha's injury. Any news on that, by the way, today, Side? Any news come out?
No. I don't know. They'll probably tell us in the next day.
Yeah, it was definitely hamstring. He felt his right, if I'm not mistaken. It was right in front of me in watching him. But so Bruno will go back to being number 10. Kobe maybe with Casemiro might look a bit better because Kobe's more solid on the ball than Bruno, technically. But I genuinely do believe for this system to operate, you need. Most of you think we needed a one midfielder. I think we needed two midfielders. Because if you look at it now, the only other player who had legs was Collier, and he's been shipped out.
Yeah.
So the idea that we've shipped out Collier, and Hugh only was the only midfielder actually that's got the physicality, the legs to get around the football.
Yeah.
It's mad. So we needed two midfielders, and I think this is going to come back and bite.
You see, he's going to bite United in the arse, basically.
I think Ruben Amarin's system, what we've watched so far and what we watched through the preseason. 3 games we watched in the preseason, so 4 games in the preseason, 3 games in the Premier League, and obviously against.
You think Baleba was a smokescreen, guys? Would you? Baleba was really.
I think that was to get. I'm not gonna lie, Si. You know me. You guys think I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I genuinely do believe that was the news to make sure that there was no protest in the first game of the season.
Possibly,
right? I think that's what that was. And then all of a sudden,
that's not a bad conspiracy.
Somehow the protest is cancelled, and 1958 saying, "Oh, I haven't consulted." He didn't consult me. I was ready to protest, right? But anyway. Like when they said
are you a paying member though? Are you a paying member?
They've said they've consulted fans, and the feedback they got is they're not, because they're happy with whatever. I genuinely do think Manchester United could have spent the money on a midfielder.
Yeah.
Other than the 3 up front. And I understand your argument, Mina, saying that to replace your whole attack, that has to be at least a 6. You know what I mean? At least a 6, pushing on 7. But I always believe midfield is where, to me, my experience in English football, watching English football for as long as I have, watching world football as long as I have, Midfield is so important. New coaches can talk about these gimmick things and what they're doing and the rest defense and that. Midfield battle, if you're not winning a midfield battle, if you're not... The midfield gives you the base to be able to play your own game. If your midfield is dominating the other team, you will be able to create chances. And at the end of the day, I just don't see Manchester United being able to sustain attacks. I think we'll do some counter-attack goals, but I genuinely do not think I'm going to see the level of physicality that's needed to be able to win in the Premier League consistently. And to go back to what you said, Mina, this is going to hurt Manchester United in the long term because the 100 million guaranteed in the Champions League, that's why Liverpool are splashing the cash, by the way, people. It's not just the Adidas deal, because Liverpool are guaranteed to finish in the Champions League places. Chelsea, Arsenal are guaranteed. That's why Arsenal are also splashing the cash. You see it. Who's been splashing the cash? Teams that have been guaranteed to basically have good enough teams to be able to finish in the Champions League places, because you get guaranteed 100 million. And it's not just that. It's all the advertisement that you can get. You can demand more because you're on weekly in the biggest televised games in Europe to the rest of the world. It's not just 100 million you're getting in the Champions League. It's the advertisers that you're getting, deals that you're getting on the back of being in the Champions League. So before we would always say, how long is it going to be before we're in the league? The question is now, how long is it going to be before we get back to
What about this, guys? What about this in terms of sales? Not done too badly. You've got to give a little bit of credit here, maybe in a sense of, you know what? Okay, we could have got more for Garnacho. That was not a bad fee for Højlund. I don't think we make a loss here. 25 million, yes, a little bit too, maybe a little bit little in that aspect, but we've got a 50% sell-on clause. This one, Rashford, obviously remains to be seen, but we've got the wages covered. Sancho, loan, wages covered. We've got these sell-on here, 7 million, 6 million, 5 million penalty, 5 million Greenwood, obviously qualification, Oyedele 2 million. So United really have got 160 million here. And it's like
that's a bit disingenuous, bro. That's potential. That's
potential. I'm saying to you, I know, but it will come on the books eventually. United
because there's no guarantee that Marcus Rashford will be sold for that price. There's no guarantee Rasmus Højlund will be sold for that price.
No. It's ain't an obligation to get if they get Champions League football. Napoli.
No, Napoli
it is.
It's obligation if they get Champions League, but Marcus
they're gonna get Champions League football. They're winning the league.
But bear in mind, Jadon Sancho had an obligation last season and somehow still ended up back at Manchester United.
No. This one is. I think they've learned the lesson now. This is
it's still decent. I think business that they've done with, number one, the players that they've sold, and when you take into consideration, I think with the Anthony thing, selling him for 20-ish million. But managing to get a 50% sell-on clause and not having to pay him out for any wages, that's kind of a win for them, no matter the fact that, it's nearly 25% of what they actually paid for him. And then you talk about, I think a lot of people are talking about the savings on wages, etc. Man United will save quite a lot on wages, but if we're talking about just pure cash generated from players leaving, i.e. transfer fees and loan fees, Man United is still making about 80-ish million or so.
90 million.
Yeah, there you go.
But we still could have had money to buy a midfielder. That's what my mention was. Like we've got money, I believe, United, to go and get that midfielder, and it's a shame that we haven't even gone for him, man. Like, at least we're hearing some rumors about Conor Gallagher, but I don't know if that was any truth in that.
Conor Gallagher and Mason Mount. What is this? Is this 2021?
No, I'm being serious here. A lot of people in the chat were in favor of Conor Gallagher. They were saying, you know
what?
Yeah, if you look at it, it's got legs in midfield in terms of he can play in that role. You know what I mean? He's tenacious. He's someone that can win tackles and whatnot. He's someone that can probably suit the system a little bit more.
I'll be honest. People who rate like Conor Gallagher is.
It's about rating. It's about a loan.
No. But I'm saying people. Are you saying people were for the idea of Conor Gallagher? Those people are probably the same people that hated Scott McTominay. And Scott McTominay is 10 times the player that Conor Gallagher is. So it absolutely would make no sense. I'm sorry, but why are we so happy? Like, I get it.
Chat, let me know if you
I get it. System player is, everybody talks about a player that's good for the system. I want footballers. I don't want system players. I want footballers. I want midfielders that are good on the ball. Why is it you're talking to me about a midfielder and the first thing you're mentioning is how much he runs? I don't care how much he runs.
Exactly. Yeah. I agree with you.
You're
I don't
out your chat and they're saying that you're lying and
wallah, I'm lying. I put it into the chat before, and there was a lot of people saying that they could understand the idea of Conor Gallagher being, bro. I was literally I was doing a live stream before, and people were saying, you know what, they wouldn't mind him in as a loan option. They wouldn't mind him. You know what I'm saying? But I also think that
Saeed, I'm not desperate.
Gareth is right as well. There are two different players as well. McTominay's meant to play further forward. Big up the panel though. Yeah, they play.
I'm not saying they're the same player. I'm saying that the things that people hate Scott McTominay for is what you're praising Conor Gallagher. At least Scott McTominay could play as that box late striker kind of thing. But when Scott McTominay just used to run around, people were like, "Oh, all he does is run around headless. He's not good on the ball. He's not like, come on."
I agree, Mina. I agree.
By the way, before you go, Nuruddin, there's another breaking news. Fulham have signed another player, Chukwueze. He's from Nigeria International. Here we go.
Is he from Milan? Is it the same player?
Yeah, Milan. Yeah. Total package 25 million euros, 26 million. He's now Fulham at training. He's now at the Fulham training ground after medicals done, man. So yeah.
He was on the bench for Milan, really. Crazy. He hardly ever played for Milan. He was always on the bench.
Yeah. He was good at Villarreal. I remember he played against us in the final. I think it was. Yeah. Was decent-ish. You know what I'm saying? But bit inconsistent though. A bit inconsistent in that regards. You know, I just think for me, it's like, bro, like maybe the club. That's why I keep saying though, chat, like and panel. They've looked at the midfield and they've said, yo, we got one game and we've got Mainu, Ugarte, Casemiro, Bruno. Do we need any more? They've looked, that's what they've looked at. I have to be honest with you guys, man. They've looked at it and think, yo, Ugarte's not even getting minutes. Without the Carabao Cup, we don't have FA Cup until flipping January. Like literally mid-January, don't play till FA Cup. So we're not going to play 2 games a week. I think the only 2 games a week we play is maybe in November. And then obviously in December.
Saeed, there's injuries. Saeed, do you think that we're going to be injury-free? Do you think players are not going to get injured? Already Mason Mount and Kudia are already injured. We don't know how long they're going to be out for. I mean, if from what I saw him pulling up, feeling his leg, that's like 2 months nearly. If the hamstring if it's a bad tear, it's 2.5 months, 3 months. He could be out for. Like I'm partial tear is 6 weeks if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me in the chat. Partial tear.
Don't worry. If we need a midfielder, like if we sign Lammens, we could play on our own midfield.
There you go. Sorted.
But he's not going to leave, by the way. He's got an hour to leave. But to be fair, Turkey's 1 more week, so he's going to have time to leave Turkey.
Has he been linked with Turkey? Has he been linked with Turkey?
Yeah. The Turkish league and I think the Saudi league, their window closes like in a week or so.
Yeah, in a week or so, yeah. So he's got another kind of thingy and whatnot. Yeah. I just think for me, it's one of them where I'm just giving you what the club will think. Obviously, I know we need a midfielder, but if you play devil's advocate, I'm saying to you, if you play devil's advocate, right, they can look at it and think, yo, like we actually don't need another midfielder because we're even struggling to even get Kobe to get game time, bro. He didn't even come on. You know what I mean? He only came on against Finger because of the Mount injury. Really and truly, if for example, let's say for example, Mount comes back and the injury isn't as fared, you know, it's not as bad as what we assume it is, then we'll go back to 2 players on the bench who are not going to get game time in Mainu and Casemiro and Ugarte. So that's the way I kind of look at it for me. Like you could understand as well why they're not really buying midfielders because they're saying we've got players here that are really not even getting game time, so we don't need more. But
it shouldn't be about whether players are getting game time or not. It should be about whether the players that are getting game time have the quality to be able to start. Like I think that's what I think of when I think of what United need in midfield.
Yeah, I agree.
And the problem is this system that we keep talking about, unfortunately, it's shoehorning players into certain positions because we don't have the players for those positions. Yeah. And rather than causing a uneasy kind of situation for certain players, they'll rather just play them so that they play rather than going out and signing another player. And it's not me singling Bruno Fernandes out, but Bruno Fernandes shouldn't be starting in the 2-man midfield partnership.
That's managers wants that as well, by the way. We also have to make sure clear that manager wants Bruno in that midfield. So that's a manager's decision. So one position is already taken up. That's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question though. Now in hindsight, looking at the window, the money that United spent on Cunha and Bruno, would you guys have done that? Or would you guys have just brought one of the two and then brought a midfielder and leave Bruno in the 10? Now looking back in hindsight.
No, because I want Bruno out. Categorically out. Get him out. You know what I'm saying? For me, United needed to buy Cunha and then Bruno. But United needed to also sell Bruno Fernandes, get the money, and then potentially buy 2 midfielders if they wanted to. 2. You don't even need to go and buy Beleba. You could have bought Kone and another player, Kone and Stiller, for 100 million, you know what I mean, combined. You could have done something like that. But what we did was we prioritized Bruno's position in the team, which means that Man United are shoehorning Bruno in a midfield position. Again, no, this is another argument, by the way, that United now have got Bruno playing 1 game a week here. He is going to eat, bro. He is going to, bro, he can last the whole season, 1 game a week. Bruno never gets injured. So you're only rotating, Nordin, 1 position between 3 players. Do you not understand why I'm telling you that, Nordin? Why United now don't need to maybe sign a midfielder because they are prioritizing 3 players for 1 position. They could easily rotate that. That's how they're looking at it in their logic, Nordin. That's their logic. Bruno's going to play every game. He never gets injured. He never gets tired. He's there. But if United didn't have Bruno or they sold him, United would have acted. They would have said, you know what? We need to buy 2 midfielders. We need to go and buy. Do you get it?
Making a good case, but I don't buy it. I genuinely.
Yeah, no, but you don't want to hear it, though, man, Nuruddin. I'm telling you why.
I don't want to hear it. Now listen, no, I'm
you don't want to hear it, though. That's the thing, though.
Listen, yeah, because I know the facts, Saeed. I saw the fact of 10 minutes, yeah, of 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes, yeah, in the game where Burnley, who are promoted team, stuck it on us for 10 minutes and we crumbled.
Facts.
We concede goals because we don't have the legs in midfield to cover the spaces, to stop the passes, to go out wide and to cut it out. And this is what this club has been doing. And that's why I always say Manchester United is not a football club. It's a brand. We always get strikers and we get other positions, marquee big signings, but we don't fix the midfield. We do not fix the midfield. And we only ever sign. When is the last time United signed 2 players together?
No, never. In the midfield,
Everton was a free transfer. Casemiro was the last minute.
This Schweinsteiger Schneider could be 1 summer, by the way. Yeah, they did. There you go. 15, 16.
Yeah, they came in 1 window.
Yeah.
But even if you look at that list of midfielders, how many? The only midfielder that I actually rate on the ball that Man United needed was Pogba. And even then, they didn't play him to his strengths, right?
They didn't play to his strengths.
Everyone else is just a random combination of midfielders. Like Donny van der Beek was brought just to shut the manager up. That's it. That's the only reason why they brought him. It's just to be like, shut up, man. Here's the signing.
And that's why I didn't play him either, because he was just there for him to shut him up. He said he needed a midfielder, and they were like, here's a midfielder.
Schweinsteiger joined way too late. Schweinsteiger was at the end of his career. The Schneiderlin one never made sense to me at the time. It didn't make any sense to me. Matic was a good player. I'm not gonna lie. I liked Matic.
Way past his best time.
Yeah, he was past his
time. He wasn't past his best. He was good.
He was still good, but we didn't buy him in his peak or his prime, so we never really got to benefit from him. But if you look at the fact that Man United, look at the midfielders that we've brought in the last 3 windows. Even if you put in Sabitzer, even if you include Sabitzer alone, look, no, we haven't brought any midfielder that's good on the ball.
How dare Man United call
out Eriksen?
Because Nina, we played counter-attacking football, and you don't need to play. You just need a hoof guy, and Bruno's been the most hoof guy. Bruno's been our hoof guy, so we didn't need somebody to play intricate football to get out, because we play counter-attacking football.
Yeah, the way that
and hold tight Erik ten Hag as well. The amount of money this guy wasted from United.
I know he wasted a lot of money, bro, and he didn't really prioritize midfield. To be fair, Van der Beek apparently Ollie didn't want him. He wanted Grealish. I think that was a
We saw it. We were at the stadium where Ollie, when they beat us during lockdown, when we came back from lockdown, where Grealish and Ollie were talking to each other.
They
were going off the pitch. Remember when they beat us?
They won 1-0. They won 1-0. Yeah, they won 1-0.
Yeah. When he bent it to the top corner, and Grealish even said he likes United. You know, he loved Beckham and all of this. They got
Aaron, man.
I think City signed him. I don't think City ever needed Grealish. They signed him to spite United. I really do believe that. I genuinely believe that.
They could have bought Messi that summer, you know. They could have bought Messi that summer, you know. What's it called? City. I remember they were after Messi as well in that summer, but they opted for Grealish. But Musa, can you hear us, bro, by the way?
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, man. We're just talking, man. Transfer window. Everyone's giving their ratings. No midfielder. But we have bought in Bruno. We have bought in Sesko. We have brought in Cunha. We bought in Lammens. You know what I mean? What are you saying? What are you saying?
Boy, I don't know, man. We're in trouble, mate. That's what I know.
Yeah, that's
trouble. I'm telling you, because Sesko, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. I kept on thinking that we could, you know, get by with the likes of Cunha and Zertsky playing up front. I thought that if Sesko is in a development stage, then we can do with him not being a part of this process this year. Because if he's only going to contribute with his development, which might not be a lot, because we don't want to put a lot of pressure on him, I was happy to go without, because I think that we're overloaded in the 10 position. So I felt like there was a lot of players that can play the 10 position. And like this would be a year where we would like kind of make Cunha play further up or in Bumo and let the likes of Ahmad and Mount and Bruno support in the 10 role. But because the only reason I was saying that is because I thought we'd spend money in the midfield. I thought we'd get 2 10s in the midfield before we get the number 9. And if we look at that 70 million that we spent or 60 million on Sesko, and I feel like I would have preferred, and I ain't got nothing against him because I like the type of runs that he's been doing. I think he's going to come good. But I would have preferred to have been having this conversation about a new midfielder that we've brought in that's actually just adding and contributing to where we are. So with United, I'm scared, because one of the reasons I'm scared is that it's not enough for us to do shopping, and we actually don't have a chef, so we can buy all the ingredients we want. But when it's time to cook, everyone's looking around, and it's like it's a myth. And I feel like that's one of the things that keeps me thinking, what are we going to actually do this season? Because I'm looking at a lot of teams and they got chefs. They don't have the best ingredients, but they're chefing it up.
Like Glasner.
To the point where people start then confusing the chef and the ingredients. People start saying, well, they've got better players than us. And I'm like, do they? Do they really have better players than us? We hear this a lot of the time, like Newcastle's got better players than us. And I hear people start naming them out.
I'm not hearing that this year. I really am not hearing that, Musa. We've got good players. It's just that we don't have the right chef.
We don't
put it all together, like you just said.
Yeah, facts. And this is how I feel about it. So I look at Spurs and I feel like we have a better squad than them. I look at Newcastle. I look at who else is in there or thereabouts? Aston Villa. I look at all these other teams that's going to be going for that 5th.
Right. Look at Brighton, what they did to Man City yesterday.
Facts. Again, I look at that.
Can I just quickly ask? Did Spurs sign Savinho?
No, they bought in Colomwani. Yo, they bought in my man's guy.
I'm just glad that. So who else did they sign? Can you just update me?
Javi Simmons, Colomwani, Paulinho, Kudus.
That's really good.
Bro.
Yeah. I can't lie. It's a decent window. I just
want to ask quickly what Musa was going to. Saeed, did you see the distance between Wharton and Hughes yesterday in midfield for Crystal Palace? Bro, I'm telling you, man. They're very, very much close together, man. Wharton was just cooking, man. That's the player I want, man. I know you don't want to sell it, Beleva. Do you know that he was offered? Saeed, can I just tell it? Do you know that he was offered to Manchester United?
Who, Wharton?
Wharton from Blackburn.
From Blackburn, yeah.
Yeah, and guess what they said? We can't sign a player from that middle bottom of the championship.
Oh, they're crazy, man.
They didn't even go and scout him.
Sick, man.
They didn't even go and scout him. They didn't even go and watch him to see what kind of a player he is.
That's crazy, man. Bro, the championship's a good league, man. You can find talent in there, man. Let me get these super chats in before we get some more topics in. If you guys took took over Man United today. I had 3 years to do the work. What would you do and how would you do it? I think it's a big question. Boy, I don't know, man. It's one of them where, like, for me, accountability is the biggest thing for me. Obviously, you gotta be accountable for everything you do. So first and foremost, are you making the right decisions? You're looking at the scouting, you know what I mean? You're looking at the style of play. How do you want to be as a team, bro? How do you identify yourselves as? Like, what's your philosophy? You know what I mean? So you got to start from, like, because Man United, I feel like they're caught in this mind of, yo, we want to have longevity. But then if I look at Chelsea, they've had 11 managers in the past, how many since Fergie or whatever it is, or how many managers, yeah? And they've been more successful than us, man. Of
course.
You know what I mean? So it's like people assume that sacking managers doesn't mean you're successful. It does.
It does.
It does. You know? And that's the reality, man. That's the reality. To be clear, not as manager, as owners. Just Waffle said, big on the channel, Mina, Nuruddin, and Musa. What do you think about Ten Hag sacking? You know what, yeah? Before I let you guys go, even though I can't stand him, yeah, it is incredibly harsh, though. I can't lie. 2 games in. Everyone left, by the way. Boniface, Wirtz, Tar was out on thingy. Bro, the whole team was decimated. Even though, like I said to you, internally, they must have seen these mannerisms.
They said it's not because of results, though. They said it's because apparently people complained about, like, his communication style behind closed doors.
Wow.
Yeah, but they had an interview with him. Didn't they see the communication he gave in the interview before they gave him the job? You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Like, when you look back at Ten Hag's time at United, it was successful, whether we like it or not.
Man, it was successful, but it's not standard, though. It's not the standard.
I'm saying it's a standard that we're crying out for right now, asking
he wasted 600 million almost.
Yeah, I'm with you, but right now people are crying to tell me to give Amarin a chance so he can just hit Ten Hag standards.
This can be right now.
You're the same guy that said Anthony and Malacia were gonna cook under
They
Amarin.
should have cooked.
You're the same guy that said Anthony and Amarin. Then you don't rate Amarin. It don't make sense. How are they gonna cook and you don't rate the manager?
Where's Malacia
He's
now?
still not got a club, man. He's still not got a club, man. He's only the part of the bomb.
You might have to hire him at Riso. You might have to hire Malacia to come work at Riso.
No, allow it. How can they still have Luke Shaw and they're getting rid of Malacia? What's going on for that?
You know what it is, though, yeah? I feel sorry for Malacia, yeah? He got put in...
How Luke Shaw was in the weekend?
You know what's sad here? Malacia got put in the bomb squad when he was never meant to be in the bomb squad. He wasn't even associated with the bomb squad. But he got put in there because he was boys with Rashford, innit? Amarin said, yo, you're boys with Rashford, man. You get gone. And then now he got a club. And I'm like, they've all left him, man. I feel for him, man.
That's a violation.
It's guilty by association, yeah.
Embarrassing, that.
Do you think Leach will be used as a DM this season? What if we get an injury crisis? Cuddy and Mount already. Nah, man. For me,
somebody wrote me a massive paragraph on X explaining to me why Masraoui in midfield would work.
We already played him in the 10, man. Allow it, man. Gareth said,
I know what they're crying for, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah. The next manager will desperately need 1 or 2 midfielders. Real Madrid would see Kobe and Bruno aren't meant to be for midfield, especially in the midfield too. I think United are keeping money to try midfield next season because Casemiro, Gatti, Bruno will leave next season. And we're bringing a knife to a gunfight. Expect nothing more from these clowns. Why can't we properly back a manager for once? A CDM would have helped. But we tried with Baleba, but was it enough to say we really are interested in Baleba? Or was it one of them?
The next summer is going to be the midfield window. But the problem is you don't have a manager good enough to still make do with the players that he's got. You've got a manager that keeps on demanding his own type of players. If we had, if Amarin actually had a system that worked, then we could actually, because I think that the squad is good enough now for top 4. Like how it is now. I don't need no more signings for me to be able to, because I know other managers with a lesser squad are going to try to get into that top 4 position. And you see that David Moyes, look out for him. You know, he's come to upset people with that Everton team of his. People,
bro. They could be the surprise package. They could be the Forest. You know, Forest, where they did badly one summer and then they did a madness the summer after that.
And this is what I was going to say. Someone before when they say you can't jump to the jump. When you look at the Forest jump from the year before, they finished like 18th or 17th. No, they finished 17th. just outside of the relegation zone. And then the next year that they were flipping, trying to win the league and top 4 finish and all of that stuff, and they just missed out on it. I just feel like we don't have the manager to do the right thing with the squad that we have. So I'm worried that their calculation of let's get the forwards this year and a keeper and the next summer going for the midfielders, you might not survive that. I don't know what any of us think this is, but football will just humble you overnight, let alone you're trying to wait a whole season.
Yeah, facts.
To get
100%, bro.
The only thing that I disagree with Musa.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got a top 4 midfield. We don't have any top 4 midfield whatsoever. Even if the coach came in today and Amarin was gone and the coach wanted to play 4-3-3, Manchester United will still be sliced and diced in that midfield, bro. Will be. I'm telling you, it still will be sliced and diced.
I don't think so. I think if you've got 2 ball-playing midfielders in front of Ugarte or Casemiro, you're fine.
Listen, Ugate's gone off a cliff, bro.
Ugate's in a 2.
Listen, Ugate's mainly played in a 2. When he was at Sporting Lisbon, he played in a 2. When he was at Paris Saint-Germain, he played in a 2, and before Enrique changed it to a 3. So at the end of the day, I personally think he's not good enough to quality on the ball to be able to play a deep lining guy. He's a high pressing number 8. But the thing about it is that we sold one and we bought one.
Sold one, yeah.
And we might as well could have kept Fred. At least Fred come up with an odd goal now and again. Now and again, Fred scored a goal. Yeah. And that's what we've done. So I think even if I could get a coach to play 4-3-3, we still would struggle in the midfield.
I believe if Manchester United, though,
and the technical ability.
Yeah, go on,
no, but I believe if Man United had the midfield 3 of PSG, everybody would tell us that they're not good enough for the league. If we had the PSG, I'm telling you for free.
Coutinho is one of the best.
You're only saying that because we've seen what Enrique's done with them. If we would have put him from Wolves,
even on their own, quality. Coutinho is amazing for Portugal. It's not what Enrique's done with him.
I'm not having
it. It's lower than it is. Lower than it is.
I'm not having it. If we would have signed these players if we would have got Coutinho from Wolves, and we got Neves in from Benfica, and my man in from Bayern Munich, and we were trying to make it work and it wasn't happening, I'll start hearing they're not athletic, they don't have strength, they don't have this, they don't have that. We've always got excuses. The reality is we've got number 10s in our team, like the likes of Ahmad, who is quality on the ball, got an eye for a pass, can score goals, and had a good end to the last season. And this season he started kind of slow, but he's a wonderful number 10. Like no one can't tell me he's not. He doesn't have the ability to play in a top team in that type of position. In PSG, in one of those midfield 3 positions, he would flourish with any one of them coming up.
Oh, 100%.
Kobe Mainoo, we got Kobe Mainoo, who's exactly the same. If he had to come on in one of those positions in a midfield 3.
Did you just say Ahmad would play in the front? He would flourish in the midfield 3 at PSG.
No, in a 10 role he would.
Yeah, in a 10 role.
I don't think Ahmad's a 10.
But Ahmad's told us he's a 10. And you know why I know Ahmad's a 10? And I say this again, is because when you have good managers and they showcase the best of a player, you start to see what he can do. When Ahmad is playing at his best at United, like when we've seen him at his best, there's no way he couldn't play that position in terms of the way he tracks back and his high pressing of getting the ball back.
Are we talking about a 10 in Amarim's system where it's 2 10s, or are we talking
no, just
like a traditional 10 in the middle of the pitch?
Yeah,
like a traditional 10.
Yeah.
He's not a 10. I personally don't. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like he's better in the wide channels going 1v1. I feel like when you're in the 10, you don't have the opportunities to be playing 1v1 against a man because you're in the middle of the pitch. You gotta get past 1, 2, 3.
I think he's got that low set of gravity.
I think he's got. That's what
even when he was on Sunderland at loan, they tested him in the 10 a couple of times, and that's Championship. That's completely different. Well. They tested him a few times in the 10, and he struggled.
When I look at, for my example, when I just look at the attributes that players that they have in the 10 and what Ahmad can do, I just feel like it will be obviously, when we got these type of managers and how we set up, in terms of being able to beat a player, he can beat a player. In terms of having that the low sense of gravity, in terms of also being able to receive a ball under pressure and kill it with the first touch, and then beat his man and pick a pass. When he's playing at his best, we've seen that. In terms of his runs off the ball, we've seen that. And we've seen a lot of that on the wing, and we've seen a lot of that when he comes into the middle of the park. The problem is we haven't got a manager who lives and dies for the midfields and has created drills for players to be in training week in, week out. And remember, one of the things we diss Pep Guardiola about is that he takes the individual brilliance of a player out of the player.
Basically.
But this is one of the reasons, is because he doesn't want to be left up to chance. He doesn't want it just to be left to you go and do your own thing and then you try to work out and score a goal. He wants to set up scenarios where 7 or 8 times out of 10 you're going to get a goal from it, and you see them do it like time after again.
It's not working this season and last season though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but it's wonderful when you've had 10 years and you've won like 8 trophies. I mean, you've won 8 out of those 10 seasons, and you've done what you've done. You could take a time off, and I feel like they're burnt out, and they kind of maybe need a new manager or some new ideas. But in terms of what City's done in the last 7-8 years, they're allowed to have some seasons off. I just feel like where we are now, we look at other teams, we look at the strange type of midfields that they have, where they're all ball players, comfortable on the ball, comfortable to receive it under pressure, comfortable to follow instructions, and we love it and we big it up. But then when we look at United, we're afraid of that. We always talk about power, pace, strength for the league.
No, you need that in the Premier League. I'm sorry.
That's why we've got Ugarte, though. That's why we got Ugarte.
You're comparing Neves.
No, but I remember when everybody was screaming out, we need a destroyer. We need a destroyer.
He's technical. He's more technical ability. And the thing that I disagree with you, I used to think Ahmad could play as a number 10. I don't think anymore. I think he gives the ball.
We don't know yet. We've never seen it.
Saeed, he does lazy passes. Let's be real out here. We rate the player technically, but he gives the ball away a lot. Combinations, man. Please let me finish. He gives the ball away a lot. His biggest thing, what we loved about him, was that his ball security. We've seen it towards the end of the season.
Disjointed, that's why.
And this season, he gives the ball. No, it's got nothing to do with
it's not lazy. He passes the ball inside. Look, being off your game doesn't mean overnight.
Let me finish, please. Let me finish.
You think he's lost his ball security overnight?
I've listened.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's what I'm saying, man.
I've listened.
This is what we're always gonna look at.
I've listened to both of you. Please just let me get in. I'm not gonna shout. What I'm saying to you is that I did used to think, because one of the things that in his games, that Ahmad used to be secure on the ball, he would actually just make the right choice. And that's the thing about his ability from a young age, that he had that. But within this Manchester United, whatever it is, he's actually one of the worst on the ball this season in our team. He's one of the worst. He gives the ball away consistently. And he was doing that in the preseason as well, giving the ball away. Again, against Grimsby, he's tackling fucking Ugarte out the way.
He's not on form. No one's disagreeing.
Literally, listen, at the moment in time, I don't see it. And for you to compare a wonderful player like Vitinha and Neves, if you look at the
wonderful in the league.
Let me just speak, please, Musa. You've said what you had to say. Neves, in terms of if you isolate Neves and Vitinha as wonderful footballers, they're playing in any league, any team, they're playing in it. Yes.
So what's
let me finish. Would a disjointed Manchester United where we are, would they be as wonderful? No, they wouldn't be. I give you that. Because in a Paris Saint-Germain team, they look even better than they are because of the way the system and the coaching is done.
Oh, so there you go. That's the question.
Let me finish. But even we've seen that when the rest of the team of Paris Saint-Germain is not functioning, Chelsea hit them for 4. So they can have dips as well. But in terms of attributes, Neves, we don't have any player close to Neves. He tackles, his positioning sense is amazing. He's the miles he covers is unbelievable. And he's also a goal threat. He scores goals. We don't have that. We don't have that in any of the midfielders we have in terms of attributes in our team.
I disagree.
But my thing is,
I think Kobe's gone.
No, but what I will say is, we can only see this here if we have a better system and a better way of playing I think that's where we just kind of write off certain players and be like, oh, but this guy hasn't got this and that guy hasn't got this. You know what I'm trying to say to you? But at the same time, I genuinely believe, though, we sometimes look at our players and be like, oh, man, that guy's rubbish. So that people saying like, oh, but it's the players. But we are genuinely have got a talented group of players now. And it's like, we're just kind of almost like writing things off already. Like
Obi and Ahmad are wonderful footballers. The same way he's just praised them two footballers for being wonderful footballers. Put aside when they're going through bad patches, just the pure default setting of the individual. Just the pure natural brilliance that each individual has. Kobe is a pure footballer. Wonderful footballer, and when he's playing, what the Man United players lack is consistency, because they haven't been in a group of players who've been able to be consistent over a period of time, so you can see the best out of them. But when we
zero development, there's zero development.
I agree with you, but when you look at the individual of the individualism of that player, there's nothing else that you can describe Ahmad or Kobe, but to say that they're just wonderful footballers. But do they have periods where they're off the ball, they're not doing well?
Yeah, 100%.
Of course they do. But their default setting is that they are wonderful footballers. So my argument is these wonderful footballers with the right manager, in the right system, with a team that's a level of consistency, and you said Nordin can develop, will be screaming the same thing when they're not our players.
If Kobe's at Palace, that develops and it's got foundation. We don't have the patience. Our fan base is not patient. The club is the brand. We're not a football club. That's why we're all sat here now, and everybody and their nan can see. You can be a Martian and see Manchester United in midfield, lack players in there that can be able to function in this team. And we're sat here and people are going 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 for Ineos for the transfer. No,
7 out of 10 is fair. You're not being
it's been woeful. I'm giving it 4.5. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
No, but the thing is, for seven,
the only two players, let me finish. The only two players that are guaranteed and they're proven is Cunha, who's now injured, and Brian. And we saw what Brian can do on Saturday, right? He can bully those type of teams and actually.
Lammens, you're not rating Lammens anymore?
No, I'm saying to you, but he's a young player that come from outside the top 5 leagues in Europe. He's come from Royal Antwerp. He needs.
What you mean he's a young player, bro? You just said you've got to the league. Now you're saying he's young. What are we doing here, Nuruddin, man? Seriously. You said go and get Lammens now. And now you're making excuses saying he's young.
He's ready.
I said to you go and get Donnarumma because he's ready right now. And you were like, nah, this brother, it's not that great. No, but now you're making excuses for Lammens saying he's young.
Saeed, let me say.
Lammens is ready.
Again. Right. Everybody has seen my opinion on Lammens. I think he's got an incredible potential. Lammens is a potential. Sesko is a potential, right? Lammens and Sesko are both potentials. Mina and me explained it before, and now you're just doing it for
I'm not doing it. I'm just letting you know.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
He's saying you're clickbait.
Listen, at the end of the day, you try to wind me up. And I'm not going to shout. I'm not falling.
Because you were saying that about me with Onana.
I am not falling for that. I am not falling for me to lose my head.
You're buying time already.
So the point I'm saying to you is that in the past week and all of the days, I've been saying Manchester United need to go and sign 2 goalkeepers, one that's experienced in the Premier League, and another one that where we've got a potential that can hopefully go and be a Manchester United number 1. At the end of the day, Cunha and Mbeumo are the only 2 signings. And for that, they're both United fans. Both of them wanted to come to Manchester United. And we spent a lot of money on both of them. So for me, that to me says is 4.5 to 5 at best. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. The bomb squad, some guy that we bought, let me finish. Some guy that we bought for 80-something million. We're selling him for 25 million euros. Or what is it? Was it euros? Anthony.
Then we've got 50% sell-on.
Don't talk about Anthony. Musa might bite your head off.
No,
but Nordin, what do you expect? No, Nordin, we got 50% sell-on clause as well.
He performed the best out of anybody we sent on loan last season.
100%.
At least 50 million. At least 45, 50 million euros.
100%.
His performance, any other team.
We got Mount.
Anyway, once we put people in the bomb squad, our position to negotiate disappeared. And everybody and their nan knows. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer knew it, and I always have to bring this up. 2 days before Lukaku and Sanchez both left Manchester United, Ole is on camera saying, "Oh, I've got plans for these two. They're here. They're Manchester United players. I've got plans for Lukaku."
And also, let me switch.
And you know what? We stole Lukaku, and guess what? We got our money back. Manchester
we also
United
asked for ruthlessness, yeah. 1 minute you're asking for ruthlessness, and you want players to be sold. But now we're saying it's
Saeed, I'm looking at the whole window, Saeed. I'm making judgments about the whole window. When you have, tell me what other football clubs have bomb squads. It's embarrassing.
Chelsea.
Absolutely. No, Saeed.
Chelsea do.
Chelsea negotiate and Chelsea sell players.
Yeah, but they still do have bomb squad, though.
Chelsea had a bomb squad when
million
Enzo
for
Maresca
players
came in.
who've never
They
kicked
had a
the
bomb
ball.
Yeah, exactly. They've had bare bomb squads, man.
Yeah, but they get money for them. We don't. That's the big
United
difference.
just got 25 million for Anthony, though. That's money, no?
But for a guy,
Is that monopoly money?
For 80 million.
No, but you're never going to get class.
He was never worth 80 million. He was never worth that.
Saeed,
you're saying he's a flop.
Pay.
Have you said he's a flop? So why are you crossing Wilson then when he's saying he's a flop?
Listen,
he's a flop. What do you want?
He was a flop. Saeed, he was a flop at United. But out of the players we had alone,
but we know Spain don't buy. Spain don't buy.
We rejected other. I think context is important because even with Sancho and Anthony both rejected moves outside of places
exactly.
that they didn't want to go to. So when the thing is, Nuruddin, I agree with you in terms of having a bomb squad. It doesn't work in your favor as the selling club, but you have to meet halfway with the player. Sometimes when you create a bomb squad, you really put the ball in the court of the player. So if they don't want to go somewhere, they're not going to go there. So what would you rather do? Man United hold on to Anthony and be like, you know what, we'll pay you your 200k a week and you're not going out on loan because no one wants to buy you for 50 million. He's not even worth that price. Furthermore, when Man United scouted him before we actually brought him under Erik ten Hag, they valued him at 25 million euros. You know that? They ended up overpaying 4 times more than what they actually valued him at. So I think 25 million plus a 50% sell-on clause, and you have to pay him no wages. You don't have to pay him off for any of his outstanding wages. I think that's good business because we sit here complaining about the fact that United can't sell anyone. And when they do sell someone, it's like, oh, we could have got more. Chelsea can get more for their players like Tyreek George, like all these other players that are going for 20, 25, 30 million because they're not in the situation that Man United is. They're not on high wages, number one. The highest earner at Chelsea earned the same amount as Anthony, and Anthony wasn't even the highest earner at Manchester United.
I just want to revise. Anthony was not on 250 million.
He's on 200. He's on 200k.
200k.
He was on 200k.
I don't believe that.
I think anyway, we don't know. We don't know. Anyway, I agree. I don't know. He's right. We don't know.
You don't believe anything. You do not believe anything.
No.
It doesn't suit your narrative. It doesn't suit your narrative. It doesn't suit your narrative. That's why. It does not suit your narrative.
I was on a space and he came up in an argument. The figures that are being told for Anthony, Sancho was on high money. Anthony is nowhere near Sancho's limit. At the most, Anthony is on around 150, 140 grand.
He's not. Are you kidding me?
He was nowhere near that money.
That's still a lot for a weekly salary that Real Betis is never going to pay. So I think you have to take into consideration the context.
I think Cole Palmer, their man's on that type of money or something.
Bro, the highest earner I think is Reece James at Chelsea, and he's on about 195 or something, or 210 or something like that. There's more than 5 players at United that earn more than that. Man United have a messed up wage structure, and they managed to get three players out of the door this summer that are part of that messed up wage structure. Of course, you're gonna have to take the short straw somewhere.
I think the Anthony deal was good. The only thing I'm upset is that they let Real Betis hold them to ransom. I think
no, they didn't anymore. They didn't.
You know why I say that, Si? Because of the level of performance that he had, and Anthony wanted to go there. It's like anyone else who came in, remember he had other offers. They kept on saying no.
Anthony slowed it as well down because he knew Real Betis don't have the money, so I'm going to slow it to the last few days.
And there were other teams that offered money. I think there are other teams that offered more money, slightly more, and with a similar sell-on, but we couldn't take it because Anthony didn't want to go. That's the only thing.
Anthony didn't want to go, man.
Let me ask you a question. And Nuruddin, this is to you as well. Would you have preferred United to not sell Anthony if they can't get the price?
Hear the question. So
would you prefer Man United to not sell Anthony if they can't get whatever? What price is for you ideal for a player like Anthony?
Yes.
Wow.
He's not worth 25 million. He's not.
So you're just going to keep him then for no reason?
No, we didn't sell it for 25 million. We sold it for like 15 million pounds.
18 million.
The way he reacted, Saeed, I would have put him with the kids You remember Chelsea? Musa might remember this. Do you remember what's his name? The Dutch
Oh
player.
man,
Chelsea made him sit in the stand. Never played a game. He was always in the
I
stand.
think United. I just feel like because we got so much drama going on, we're not even in a position to make stances against players and do certain things. I think we're trying to.
And you got a 50% sell-on clause. So say now if he does do well. But if he does do well now, and say now, for example, Barcelona end up buying him, or I don't know, I'm just giving you an example. Let's go Madrid next season. They want to go buy him, yeah. United will get a 50% sell-on clause, bro. That's a lot of money, man.
I think it is. I think we will get that money. I think Anthony goes and does well again. And like you said, I think
one of those. 25.
Yeah,
he's 25. He's still young, man.
Yeah,
still young.
I think he does.
You know what I mean? And you put him in the reserve, his value goes down already. So you're not winning at the end of the day, bro. You're not winning.
No, I'm making an example. So somebody needs to be made an example of that.
Yeah. We just got other problems. We just got way more.
Exactly, man. Shaw is 10 times better than Malacia. Should be sold. There is a fear Oliver Glasser could walk if Mark Gahey is sold. Yeah. Saeed is funny. When it's players he likes, he blames the team and the manager, but never gives excuses for players he don't like. Let's be honest, Ahmad has been poor since getting the new contract. I've said it. Ahmad's not starting the season well. I've said it already.
When did he get the contract?
He got it. When did he get it? To be fair, he got it like last year.
That's what I'm saying. When he's bringing the ball down and giving us last minute winners and
yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. He's been good. It's only this summer. If we play Maz right centre back, can Yoro play DM? He has the attributes. And Mina right, Musa creating players like his FC26. Listen, we're not going to play Yoro and the DM, bro. Let's not. This is what happens when you don't buy a midfielder, man. You end up doing madnesses, bro, man. And this system as well, bro. I told you, man. Wasting our time exploring all this here when we could have just had a 4-3-3 and then bang. Look at this. Xavi was offered the Leverkusen job to replace Eric Tanag, but he rejected the offer.
Xavi's our next manager.
Musa. He rejected the offer, man. Is he waiting around?
This gimmick of getting a guy from abroad, I'm not having it.
Hernandez.
I do not want.
He ain't happy with anything today.
Because all I know is that I'm not going to lie to you. I might even decide not to go to games anymore because
we got David Moyes.
I saw enough with 10 minutes of Burnley opening us up. I saw enough.
You know what it is? He wants British.
He wants Moyes again.
He wants.
I want a Riola.
He wants British. He wants Southgate. He wants Graham Potter. He wants British managers. British football club.
Southgate.
I want Areola and I want any Premier League proven coaches to come here. That's what I want. De Zerbi. I want Areola. I need somebody like that. You know what, Musa? So when I go to games, at least I am guaranteed a bit of football to watch.
See what you say about that Riola guy, yeah? You know what you say is that he's never coached the size of a club as Man United.
That's BS. Don't matter.
I'm just telling you what you say. I'm just telling you what you say. The job's too big for him.
I'm not going to say that.
I'm just letting you know when it goes left, this is what will be said. The job's too big for him. The size of the club, the media, he has to do too much. He's not allowed to just coach. Man United is a puppet. Man United is a company. It's Disneyland. It's too much. That's what
all those things can be true at the same time, and that's been facts. Majority of that has been true for most coaches.
And this is why I'm saying he's no different.
It's too much.
This is why I say he's no different. He's at Bournemouth, and you want him to come to Man United with, it's more than just being a coach when you walk through the door. And remember why I fight the Xavi corners, because he went into Barca and they were a mess.
Yeah, I know.
The board was a mess. Everything was upside down.
But that's La Liga. That's La Liga,
it's
mate.
Barcelona. This is mafia. You saw how they kicked him out at the end.
Oh, they kicked him out, man. They embarrassed him, man. They embarrassed him. I can't lie.
Mafia. And he dealt with them and won the league in the first season and brought through a few youngsters and played them and done well. Like, I just feel like, and built around the midfield. The only thing I want.
One second. Eric Ten Hag has responded to the sacking. Let's watch this guy. Let's read this. The decision by Leverkusen this morning to put me on a leave of absence came as a complete surprise. To part ways with the manager after just 2 league games is unprecedented this summer. Many key players who were part of the past success left the squad. Building a new cohesive team is a careful process that requires both time and trust. A new coach deserves the space to implement his vision, set the standard, shape the squad, and leave his mark on the style of play. I started the job with full conviction, energy. Unfortunately, the management was not willing to grant me the time and trust I needed, which I deeply regret. I feel this was never a relationship based on mutual trust. Throughout my career, every season I've seen through to the end as a coach has brought success. Club have placed their trust in me and rewarded me success at silverware. Finally, I'd like to thank my Liverpool support for their warmth and passion. And I wish the squad this every success for the remainder of the season, man. Ten Hag, has he been dealt harshly, man? You know what I'm saying? But listen, Minute, you just say it, man. You know, communication. This is what I'm saying, bro. United. This is what we always kind of knew. Like he wasn't the best communicator, bro. And he really, let's be honest, man. He took control of Myrtle and them, man, and decided what he wanted.
It was on their terms.
Therefore, but Leverkusen, fair play. They've got structure.
They can't do that. You can't do that. Football clubs have structure. You can't. You can't go in there and get your agency to eat some real eat. Like, you know what I mean? Splash out. You know what I mean? Go on
bro, them was take over, man. They said, yo, we take over Man United.
They're not taking over by the Leverkusen. They're a well-run football club. They're not. The big point for me is that it is incredibly harsh when you put it in the context, Saeed, when you say that all the players have left last season. All those players have left.
Yeah, it's true.
And then for Seg, but he was never going to get a... by the way, but I said it years ago, and I did say when we signed him, Spurs said no to Eric Ten Hag. Do you know what? Because he came and did a presentation, and he's dead cold. But now we've got a guy who communicates, but a guy who's on a... who some people think needs a straitjacket. So some people think that they worry for his mental health. Did you see the video? Did you see the video the other day of the Burnley game? Somebody compiled the video of him on the touchline, and it looks like he's having a mental breakdown. I swear to God, did you see that? It was on a social video. What I think it was the Athletic. The Athletic did a video of just watching his antics. And you see 1 minute where Casemiro comes over, says something to him, and he doesn't even acknowledge Casemiro. He just starts shaking his head, going like, walking into this. People are saying
even the penalty. Look at the penalty, man. The guy's not even watching it, bro.
So he never watched. This is how it is. This is how it is.
Yeah, so, listen, that's how he is, man. End of the day, man, we can't change him in it, but he's very.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Musa Areola. Within the first 3 months, I promise you, you see something that you can get behind.
I don't mind him. I want him. Like I said, my man.
Eddie Howe.
What is his name again? Bielsa. Because he's been in the Prem. He understands it. He's ready to leave there as well.
I wouldn't mind Bielsa. I can't lie to you, man. Bielsa ball is fun. It's fun to
watch. It's fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't
mind.
We haven't got the legs though.
No, listen, man. Bielsa ball, man. I was watching Uruguay popping the ball about. I ain't gonna lie to you. Have you watched Uruguay, man, under Bielsa?
That's international football, Saeed.
Bro, it don't matter, bro. Them man were popping the ball.
I know what Bielsa. You're mocking me. I want my man.
Bielsa 7 years ago, 100%. 10 years ago,
I set him in a trap, yo. You're talking about De Zerbi, innit? De Zerbi.
I was talking about De Zerbi. He sent me in a trap.
Bro, let me tell you something about De Zerbi. Let me tell you something. The Marseille fans are on De Zerbi, you know.
They are.
Most of them want him sacked, you know. I'm telling you now, go on the Marseille Twitter, yeah. I'm telling you now, bro. That man wanted to
sack. You got them Champions League football. What are
they doing? Man.
They got standards, bro.
Standards. They've not competed with Champions League. So what did the manager do before? The manager before that, dude.
You see, football clubs, yeah. This is what I mean. This is the difference between Man United and these other football clubs. It's not about what you do, yeah, in terms of results. It's how you win, Nuruddin. They want to see good football. They want to see an identity.
Play good football.
No. But bro, sometimes it doesn't work like that, bro. I'm telling you now, go and watch it. I even spoke to a Marseille fan in Bilbao. There was a journalist, French journalist, came over to me. I said, yo, who do you support? And he said Marseille. And I was telling him, what's he saying? He deserved. He said, yeah, he's good, but there are still parts of his tactics that we as fans are still not keen on, etc., etc. So this is the problem. We look at football differently to what they look at football, bro. It's two different kind of mindsets, bro. You feel me? So at the end of the day, yeah, he got them Chelsea football, but at the same time, it's still not enough, man. People still want more.
Their players. I've read an article at the end of the season, and it actually showed that he's improved even the squad players. some of the young players.
They backed him.
He's the guy who improves players.
One of his issues
they're not
is that he
PSG.
falls
They
out
don't
with
have
people,
the same buying power as PSG. They're nowhere near. They're
But he
nowhere
falls out
near.
with people a lot, though.
I promise you guys, you lot are hyping De Zerbi, but when he treats your favorite players the way he's treated some of the players,
I don't care.
You will sit here and cry about it. When he's bullying Ahmad.
I already like that. I already like that.
Anyone come for Ahmad or Kobe? I'm not
gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, Mina. I don't care. I do not care. As long as I see as long as I can go to the game and then see Manchester United popping teams apart, and I can see Manchester United actually playing out from the back. That's all I'm asked about. That's what I'm asked about. I have no massive loyalty to any player or any coach. I don't have loyalty to the owners of my football club for what they put me through these 13 years. So I have zero. But De Zerbi knows he's never going to come to United because he knows he denied us because he knows Manchester United is a commercial football club, like Van Gaal said. And that's why I do have some sympathy for Amorim and any coach who comes here. I do have sympathy for them. I do. But I still think Amorim should be doing a lot better than what he's doing.
I agree.
Those things can be true at the same time.
I agree as well. I agree. But at the same time, like I said to you, man, I just think for me, it's one of them where, like, this manager is gonna, bro, really, bro, let's find.
I think because they didn't get 2 midfielders for him and they let Collier go, I think he's doomed. I genuinely think he's doomed. I really think they made the decision to go. And I remember, Mina, do you remember the article that came out? I think it was 3-4 months ago now. Remember the article that came out saying that Wilcox distanced himself from Amorim? Remember that article that came out where he was distancing himself from him?
Yeah.
I think there's something along those lines. And I 100% do think when they sack him, Omar Barada will have to go as well. Because that, to me, you can't just get rid of them. You have to get rid of the people. Because I don't trust this football structure. And that's why Wilcox, being clever, distanced himself from Amorim, saying, no, he wasn't. It's what the owner and Omar Barada wanted, really, is for them to get sacked. And because there is no deal, and the Baleba could have, I don't think Baleba would have took us to 4th or 5th. I think Baleba would have helped to hide the deficiency.
He's been in bad form, man, Baleba. I don't know if you guys been watching Baleba.
Yeah,
man.
because his head's been turned.
He got hooked now 3 times now so far this season.
They should have sold him.
Because Saeed, that's what happens, isn't it?
Bro.
Saeed, that's what happens, isn't it? Because he, at 1 minute, he did think that the deal was going to happen and he was going to go to United, and that's what happens.
Yeah, I can't lie to you, man. They should have sold him, man. They should have sold him, but like I said,
but I think if United want to get him, a proper football club will try again in January and try to go and get him and get another player as well. But I don't think they're going to do that now. I already heard the words. First, it was 300 million. The meeting in Iceland is where the decision was made to go and open an account to get 300 million from the banks to spend. That money was what's supposed to be meant for Baleba. And all of a sudden now, these sonographers, Ineos, Glazer, flipping clientele are writing, but Manchester United have to be careful, Pierre. Listen, we bought in 90 million. We bought in 90 million. And that's the real solid money. Not just that we bought in 90 million and we spent what? How much have we spent? 210. So we've only spent 110.
Yeah.
We've only spent 110.
Right.
We've only spent 110.
No, we spent 200 million. But
we bought in 90 million.
Yeah.
We bought in 90 million. So we've only spent 110. Really.
And from a PSR perspective, Cunha's payment,
it was last year. It was last year.
Thing is on the last financial year. So from a PSR perspective, United are only paying for a couple of players in this financial year. So January, United might be able to afford to go and buy someone, like buy a midfielder in the January window.
Oh, that's a shout. That's a shout. Which is only a couple months away in reality.
Yeah,
about 3 months away. That's a shout.
That's a shout. Yeah.
Can we push for Baleba in January if he's still not?
Nah, January is not possible, man. Gay's apparently staying. By the way, Gay's staying. Wow.
But they did.
Man United apparently, Man United inquired about Conor Gallagher. Approach was rejected. Atletico Madrid would never prepare to sanction a
Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, Conor Gallagher.
What are we doing at Man United? This is what I'm saying. This is why this man just has to drop me out. If that's true, that is madness.
I did tell you guys, man. People say there's rumors.
Mina did say that, he just runs around a lot, but is he a bit more technical in midfield? Because he passed the ball forward a bit more.
He passes the ball forward, yeah. He offers that, I say, coverage in front of the back line and what. I think Atletico fans actually like him as well,
Yeah.
Because they love that in Simeone football, someone that runs a lot, that gives passion, intensity, etc., etc. But I just think for what Man United need in midfield, or what we should have as a midfielder, should be... I'm tired of hearing about system players. Football is football. Why are we overcomplicating it?
Yeah, that's it.
You need the players who can adapt to any system. And when you have the technical ability and athleticism, that is the best combination. He's going to play in the midfield anyway. You have to know when to slow the game down and when to speed it up and when to take, to play, to keep hold of the ball. We don't have any of that dictating. Last year was Herrera, actually, who can do a defensive job, and actually Matic and Pogba.
Yeah, I just think it's profiles. It's madness.
Is it closed?
Yeah, the window closed.
Sticking up. Throw that tie, get that tie off, mate. Throw it.
So we're not getting him. Side. Is that our midfield? Yeah.
That's it now, guys, man.
4.5.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm giving this transfer.
It's over, guys. It's over.
I've made my argument. 4.5 for Manchester United.
Nah, that's crazy. You're mad. Nah, it's a 7. Mad. It's a 7, man. It's a 7 for me. I'm saying 7.
You talk about fan base being giddy. You're the giddy.
I'm not giddy, bro. I just think for me.
What are you giving the transfer window?
I said to myself, every player. I believed we needed between 5 to 6 players, and I was going to say every player was worth 1.5 as a mark. So the fact that we've only got 4, I'm on 6 right now. That's how I was going to score it. I said, if we get the 6 players...
You're giving us too much maths, man. Just give us the number.
It's 6.
Just give us the number. There you go. Thank you very much.
I'm saying 7.
This guy's there 1.5 for every player.
Yeah, because if we would have got another player, I would have been on 7. I would have been on 7.5 now. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that we didn't get the midfielder, I'm giving it a 6. No more. That's average. It's average. You got 4 signings for big Man United.
No, bro, you got to remember Cunha and Bumo, Tesco. That's one of the 3.
Yeah, I think 6 is reasonable, and even for the outgoing.
And for me, goalkeeper as well, and then outgoing. So what I've done is keeper, the 3 players I mentioned, and the outgoings. That's why I made it a 7. If it would have been for me a 9 or 8 if we'd have got a midfielder. So
no, I just think
it's not even a 7. It's not even like I'm saying. It's a brilliant
7 is on the higher end of the tiers.
I mean, it is, but if you go to 8, 9,
it's like the bottom of it's the bottom of the top.
That's it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying to you. It's not enough for me to go and say, yo, Man United are gonna do a madness and Man United are back and da. I'm saying it's a solid window. It could have been better with midfield.
It's not solid, man. It's not solid.
Because what none of
you know what it is though? Not everyone has got their main targets this summer. Look at this. Chelsea
Tesco were our main target.
No, but every single team has it. Like, look at Man City. They've not got really defenders. You know what I mean? Liverpool, you would argue maybe they need one more DM. They haven't got maybe Gahey now. What if they don't get Gahey? So they at the back they're light. You know what I mean? So there's bits and bobs. For me, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I really have to still make it work, man. I'm sorry.
Let me just say this. Please let me just sum mine up and let me just repeat what you and Mina are saying. After finishing 15th, I said, and it's on this channel, Manchester United.
Yeah, big up Mina. Make sure you subscribe to Mina, guys.
Big up to Mina. I said Manchester United needs 7 players. This is what I said, and I said at least 5 of them going straight into the lineup, and that did not include a goalkeeper.
I agree with you.
After finishing 15, we're in.
We got 4 that's gone into the lineup. 4's gone into the lineup, Nuruddin.
Yeah, right. Ineos taking us.
Strasbourg, Chilwell on loan. Strasbourg, Chelsea are funny, man. They sent Chilwell on loan to Strasbourg, man.
Right,
that's hilarious. Go ahead.
Let me just make this. Ineos Amarim sent us to 15. He needed 7 players. He needed 5 going straight into that lineup. And I'm not talking about a young goalkeeper. I'm talking about a keeper that's got potential to get better.
No, but I'm not
and
doing
would it
this.
be unfair? Let me just finish. Let me
Don't
just
do
finish.
this, no.
Let me
Musa,
just finish.
Can you get away with that, Musa? Can you get away with this, yo?
Finish.
He would have been cooking us for getting on our.
Just let me finish.
You wanted Lammens. You wanted him. You scouted him.
Finish.
And now he's saying, give it time.
I beg you, let me finish.
Man.
I beg you, let me finish. Please,
You
I don't
can't
want to
say
shout.
that, though. You can't. You wanted Lammens.
Minute's not. Yes, I did. Minute's not even here, so I'm not gonna shout. I'm not gonna crash out. After finishing 15th, we said that I said Manchester United need 2 midfield players, a centre half. I think Luke Shaw is dog, and I said Martinez is injury prone, and De Ligt is injury prone as well. I said a left-sided centre half that I could actually run, and Gay would have been perfect for me, right? Gay would have been the perfect guy.
Yeah,
proven. He would have been the guy to play, and he plays on the left-hand side anyway for England and for Crystal Palace, if I'm not mistaken. He plays in a 3, he can fit the system. We said, obviously, a striker. I wasn't too asked about the striker, by the way. So that's the guy that I wasn't even asked about. Because I've said, can Manchester United have a team that sustain attacks? Then you bring the striker as the added piece in the team already. When you found out that when you put a base and a foundation in this team. So I said, a quick centre half who can play the system, a goalkeeper, and I did say because I didn't rate Bindy or Onana. I always maintain and said Manchester United needed 2 goalkeepers, and I still say that. And I've always said 2 goalkeepers, 2 midfield players, a centre half, and 2 number 10s, or the wingers, whatever you want to call it. And that's what I said about this transfer window. So for me, it's 4.5. That's me, my humble opinion.
What's all
you
this?
Can give it something. You can give it whatever.
You lot were all creaming over Sesko. Why you lot all?
No, I wasn't.
Not you, but the chat, You lot in the chat are flip-flopping on Sesko. You lot were all happy about Sesko. Just because the manager hasn't played him and he's not adapting yet to the team, we can't all of a sudden say it's been a bad signing. He's not a bad
signing, but for me, Sesko's always for next season. Like, he's going to build these Premier League.
No, but if we had a competent manager, though, Sesko might have done something.
Sesko, for me, scores 10 goals, spread out across the season, in his first year, but he then builds a know-how and understanding for the league and does better next year. He shouldn't be under any pressure. Zertsky is our main man up front.
I don't know what you thought about Zertsky's performance. I thought it was a pressure.
I thought it was good, man. The crowd, I think the crowd have made their mind up about Sesko. I mean, Xerxes, man, they just don't appreciate a player like Xerxes, man, who wants to try things and
in the stadium. They were shouting, "Oh, Joshua Zerxes." They were singing his name.
It depends on what section he was. My end, they were cussing him out, man. I was like, bro, he literally helped us with the goal, man. What do you want, man? But it is what it is. Like I said, for me, I'm going to say it's 7 out.
Used to the physicality of the Premier League.
100%.
Used to the physicality of the
Premier League. Man. Yeah. Listen, I think for me, like I said to you, bro, the midfielder will be a big problem. But I'm sorry, man. I'm still not giving Amrin an excuse, bro, because he came 15th last season. He has to coach. This is your system you're making us suffer with. So you coach, my friend. I don't want to hear no shit, bro, from this manager, bro. We don't want you to play the system. If you played 4-3-3, this Man United team would cope better. And we would be probably saying, you know what? Even though we haven't got a midfielder in, it's actually not bad with the players we've got in our disposal. But the fact that we don't, I'm sorry, man. You need to coach. I'm seeing Glasner with man like, I'm telling you now, not one Man United player, Man United fan would take Will Hughes in their team. No. You're sensible. But you see, United fans, they will say, Will Hughes, he's rubbish. I've
always rated him.
You see what I mean? But Oliver Glasner is making it work. So you, my friend, need to make it work. I'm sorry. You got Kobe Mainu now. Use Kobe Mainu. Use the players you've got.
Listen, man.
Trust the youth. Trust Sekou Kone.
Facts.
Trust Sekou Kone, bro.
Facts.
Play Sekou Kone. Do what you got to do. Recall Collier. Look at Chelsea. They're recalling their players.
Yeah.
Who they recall Collier? Hey?
Somebody that recalled somebody that sent on loan.
Chelsea recalled Mark Guehi because of an injury. So you now recall Collier and say, you know what? We need Collier because we don't have enough depth in that position. Go and get Collier then.
Right.
So I'm sorry, guys, man. I'm not hearing these excuses. Coach the team. Do better. Win more games. and that's that, man. We've got enough players to win games. We've got enough quality up front. Go and do it, mate. I'm not having this. And also another thing as well, you decided to keep Bruno. Man United decided to keep Bruno. So you've almost like, you're making it a problem, but you want to feel sympathy for the manager and United. Why should we feel sympathy? We kept Bruno. We didn't want to take the option of buying a midfield, getting the money in, so then we could help him out. I'm sorry, man. It's your excuses. It's your problem. Make it work. And if you're not on that, I don't know. I don't know about you.
When's this international break finished?
We come back at this City on the 13th, is it, or 16th?
Okay, so how many games until the next international break? So how many runner games are we
so basically, I'll get it up right now. I'll get it up right now.
I need to know how many points. I need to know if he's going to be gone by the next one if he doesn't go now.
So you got Man City, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 games
before the next international break.
Yeah. So next Shabbat, then you got Liverpool straight after that.
And we come back. So we've got 4 games before the next international break. And how many? Okay, so how many points are we picking up from them 4 games there? That's 12 points.
Bro, the thing is, I just know he's going to beat Sunderland anyway. So it's like, what's the point, bro? He going to be.
How many points do we want? How many points do we want for those 12?
I don't know, man. I think for me, Man City there for the taking. I can't lie to you. I think we can
7 or 8 points.
Yeah, I'm not allowed.
We only get 3. For example, we get like less than 3 points or 3 points from those. What are we saying?
No, he'll beat Africa. I reckon Man City.
Saeed, I just wanted to tell you.
I don't know about all that, Saeed, about beating
just
City.
a bit about Manchester United. I'm as a Giants, Sheffield United, I think. On
Wednesday, Sheffield Wednesday.
Sorry, Wednesday on a season.
I don't know why he's saying that, you know. I don't know why he went over there. They're a shambles over there, man.
Yeah, the club, but they're getting loaning. But I'm glad that he's gone out there to play football because he's way better than fucking Diego.
And then you see all of this as well that we're going to beat City.
City
see what it
is. He is better than Diego Dalot.
No.
He is.
No, he's not.
Diego Dalot.
No, he's not. As much as I don't rate Dalot, he's not. It is time. It is time. It is time, man.
I'm just glad that he's gone out on loan to go and get real development. I personally,
he needs development. He's development.
He's way better talent and potential than Diego Dalot.
Just quick one. What's making us feel this wounded lion that City is that we just go and take 3 points off them again?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying they are there for the taking as well. United have got a chance, a real chance.
That's how they think about us.
Hey?
That's how they feel about us.
That's how every team looks at us, especially now that we've not signed any midfielders. That's how every team's looking at us.
That's how they feel about us, to get back on like...
I know, but United...
Now, his pep talk is, beat United. They're not that great. Let's get back on the horse.
I can say the same thing about City. They're not that great. This is our moment to get through it.
We're saying.
We did last season.
We can't struggle against flipping Burnley to get a win.
No, it's a different mindset. It's a different mindset. Why do you think Man United rose to Arsenal? It's a mindset, bro. Big games, United rise up, bro. Big games, Man United rise up.
Can I ask a question? Chelsea sold Nicholas Jackson for 70 million.
Yeah, bro, they're gonna madness with him, bro. 16 million euros loan fee, and then they've got 70 million package. They've done a madness, man. They fleeced Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich are desperate, man. They've always been desperate. They've always overpaid for players, bro. Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich wanted Garnacho, and he said no to them. They were ready to give us money, like 50 million plus.
Yeah,
this is why I said that. How the heck did we get 40 million for Ghana and they've sent out Jack?
Because he wanted Chelsea only. Same way with Real Betis, Anthony, he wanted Real Betis only.
And they've loaned Bonanote. Chelsea have loaned Bonanote.
Yeah, they got Bonanote, yeah.
What a player he is.
He's a good player. He's tidy little player, man.
From Leicester. He was on loan at Leicester from Brighton.
Chelsea are going to get Wharton. They're going to get Wharton. They're going to get him.
We cannot, it's Belleber or Wharton. Pick your one. I prefer Wharton. You, man,
why can't we get both? Why can't Manchester United, if they want to get back in Europe, get both of them?
So you're saying, you're complaining now, talking about United, 4.5 out of 10 window, but you think United can go and get both of them? We can't get both of them.
But why can't a club of Manchester United?
It won't do it. It just won't happen. It just won't happen.
We're not a football club, innit? That's the question. Why?
He deal sheet has been signed by Palace. Yeah, he's gone, man. He's gone over there, bro. It's a lock off, man. I don't know, man. For me, like I said to you, it's time to.
He's gone.
Please, Musa, please tell everyone what you always say. All roads,
all roads lead to the dugout.
Please, that's it now. It's time to earn your money. You know what it is, guys? Yeah, we got distracted by this transfer window. We get distracted by players improving. It's time to coach. It's time to coach. Coach your way out of these problems. That's it, guys, man. We've had
Sterling back at Chelsea. Sterling back at Chelsea. 300.
Nah, he'll leave. He'll leave to Saudi or Turkey or somewhere, man.
So how long's the Turkish window open till? Unana.
Another couple of days. Another couple of days.
Malacia.
Yeah, Malacia
so
as well.
Signed for Liverpool. Gay signed for Liverpool, yeah?
No, I think so. I need to confirm that. Yeah. Let me know in the chat. Confirm it to me as he's signed. Let me know in the chat if he's actually signed, bro. You know what I'm saying too? So I don't know right now as it stands. But yeah, Chelsea, it stays at Chelsea. Sterling. And he's not open to moving to Saudi Arabia either. Wow. I wonder where he's going to go then. He might just stay on that wages. MLS. He's on like 300K.
He can't go America. Can't go America.
I said willing to shoot a bomb, but get out of here, man.
Sounds like a man that might do the MLS thing.
Yeah, he might do the MLS thing. Yeah, you're right, man. But my thing is, guys, is that
Rasmus. Why you say Rasmus is at Napoli?
Listen, Rasmus Højlund, McTominay, and De Bruyne. And then you've got Billy Gilmore. Brother, they got a team, man. They got a team. Let me get some super chats in. The Anthony sell-on clause is for profit, not the whole fee. Oh shit, what's this now here? Liverpool submitted deal sheet for Mark Gahey, 35 million move. Medical also done up to Crystal Palace now. Yo, Musa, man, what do you reckon your team should do, man? Your home team there.
South London, your South
local
London
team.
I don't know, man. Palace have suffered a lot, man. They've let a lot of players.
They haven't brought a replacement. What do they do then? I would keep him, bro. You mad? He's the captain. They don't even have a replacement, bro. You cannot sell a player without replacing him.
Yeah, it's mad.
No, they're gonna keep it side. He's not gonna play. He's gonna kick off a fuss. They're gonna let.
No. He's a professional. He's a professional, bro. He ain't the type of guy to do that, man. But that shouldn't be his fault, though, Gahey.
He'll go in January, and they might just do a handshake on it and say, "Well, you'll get it in January. We'll get a replacement in January, and then we'll go."
Yeah, probably. Yeah. If they sell him for 30 million, United would only get 22.5 million. Checks for Royal. Here we go. You have every manager out. This time you say 4-3-3. Is it time to stop being play FC? No manager can fix the owners. 4-3-3 would make Ahmad score. What type of coach is Areola? I want someone who leans on the player. Go watch Sky Sports here. I don't know if it's available in America for YouTube, but go and check his tactics. He's talking about the Basque. He's talking about Spain. Honestly, the videos out there. The way he's talking about the football and the way he's a guy that's cultured, man. I'm telling you now. Hey, me not happy. Ten Hag sack fraud, waiting for Amrin to go. Now is the best to get a new manager in there. An agency looking to sponsor vloggers who scout unknown talent, email projects at get out of it. This guy's promoting himself, Big up to you, don't try superstar, man. Jaman is to run for office. Big up to you, David. Big up, guys. Cunha and Mount injury update. I don't know, That's what we have to wait out for. I think Cunha's okay. But I don't know about Mason Mount, bro. Because the manager apparently said that he was playing with injury for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, if
Mount's not going to last the season, I told you he'll be out there.
Cunha is okay, Saeed. Cunha is okay. Where do you hear that from?
No, I said I think Cunha is going to be okay because of the way he was walking after the game. You see the video?
It's not about walking, Saeed. You can pull a hamstring and you can still walk normal,
No, but I just felt like the way he was walking, it gave me an indication of, it's not as serious as I thought. But sometimes when you get a grade, look at Delap's one. Delap could probably barely walk. That was a serious. He's out for nearly 2 months.
Yeah, he walked down the tunnel. That's the thing. The only thing that gives you that he literally walked down the tunnel.
But he walked out normally though.
He walked out the stadium. You got a video of him walking out the stadium, and he's comfortable.
He looked comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying to you? We don't know yet, man.
You can still do that with a hamstring, with a tear. With a
partial tear. But it was the body language. It was the body language,
man. Sometimes
Musa,
the body
6
language.
weeks, and straight away the Brazilian FA doctors have already spoke to the United doctors, and he's not going to international.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing.
I'm just saying to you. I'm just saying to you that was done straight away. I think it must be at least a partial tear.
I think he'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. But at the same time, like I said to you, man said Dr. Jamal, bro, come on, man. You don't see me wearing a suit, bro. I'm a presenter, doctor, bro. You see in Savannah, you know Nuruddin, isn't it? Where we can do everything, man. We go to these little advice centers. I'm a doctor. I'm this. I'm a sheikh. You know what I mean? If you need any advice, I'm anything, bro. I'm well-rounded, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Every hat for the job.
Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. We're all rounded, bro. We don't play around, man. Emerick Laporte to Bilbao. Here we go. That is he's gone back to Bilbao, man. He's a Basque boy, innit? He was born. Emerick Laporte. He's gone back to Bilbao.
He's a good player. I like him.
Bro, but I just don't get it.
I actually rate him, and I don't know why City got rid of him. I actually think he's a good player.
He is a good player.
Yeah,
but
probably,
I don't understand, though, guys, is that why do we never get good midfielders or prime midfield? What's wrong with
Because we're not run like a football club.
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
We're run by mercenaries who only think big players and strikers and like commercial entities. And most midfielders don't have a commercial. The only guy that we signed was Pogba. The only guy who had Adidas commercial thing to him was Pogba that we spent big money on. And 40 million of that went to the agent. You know that Pogba was only 40 million. You know that, guys. But we gave 40 million to the agents. You know that, don't you?
No.
You don't know that, Musa? Pogba was for 40 million. Juventus got 40 million for Pogba. But we gave 40 million to Areola.
Madness.
Oh, yeah, the agent, yeah.
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I don't know, man. Like I said, man, I just think for me, look at the days that we signed Paul Pogba, man, and look at this now, bro. Ugarte and them, man. Like, people used to laugh at 90 million for Paul Pogba, though. That was a bargain, bro. Are you mad? Yeah. 90 million for Paul Pogba now probably would be at least worth 150 plus. Right now,
I had to go back to see what Pogba actually done for us. That brother was levels, you know.
I didn't booed him, man. They said
the first 2 seasons. My God.
I think first 3, man.
Yeah,
first 3 year in 2018, 2019. 2017, 2018, he literally was unbelievable. The first season he was doing a madness Europa League.
Third season was incredible.
You know what I mean? There was one season where he got a lot of injuries, 2021 season. This guy was quality, man.
Yeah, before COVID, before
he played for Monaco yet? As the French league started?
No, I don't think he's still fit yet. I'm not sure.
He's not fit yet, fully there yet.
Yeah, not fully fit yet. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy what happened. But Liverpool, oh my gosh.
Yeah, bro.
Our nearest and dearest rivals.
I don't think it's going to go away from us. I don't think it's going to go away from us.
Manchester United have been replaced by the biggest football club in the world. Liverpool are the biggest football club in this country. They are.
Yeah, we're suffering.
They are. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
It hurts me to say that. It hurts me to say that. But that's the Glazer Ineos legacy. Liverpool are the biggest football club in this country. But
the thing is, though, when you got them manning superstars now, I can't lie. It's the place to be now, isn't it? When you deep it in terms of the superstar that they're building. But at the same time,
hope and pray.
I still believe if United got a good manager, hold on a minute. If United got a good manager, and we had
that's not so saving us. It's still not.
I genuinely think
they're still not going to sign good midfielders, Saeed.
No, but you know what it is though. It's about
still not going to sign midfielders.
No, but the thing is, hear me out though. Hear me out. I'm saying to you is that if United planned well in terms of getting a good manager in, then building the players around it. I think it almost swings roundabouts, bro. Like people looked at Klopp. It's about recruiting right and getting the right decisions. If they got, let's say, look at this for example. Liverpool Football Club said no to Ruben Amorim. That's why he wanted to change everything about the football club. They went and got Arne Slot, right decision making. United, the problem is, they've not got the right decisions in terms of managers, and they've not sacked them quick enough. Chelsea, when they make when they know they've made the wrong decision, they sack quickly. We just wait and wait. Oh, but give it time. That move, man. Like, get out of here, man. This is a problem. We don't know when to just say, right, act now. We delay, and it makes the situation worse and worse and worse. So if United just understand, and the fan base, by the way, understand that we need to move and act accordingly, then United can
we don't have a standards. You're talking about standards. We don't have any standards.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You need to incorporate that. That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah. But we don't have that. We're never going to have that with this model of ownership where we've got 32 or 31 shares trading in the New York Stock Exchange, where we sell or buy players on a thing, Saeed, where it's to keep the stock of the club up in that.
Yeah, I hear it.
That's what we do. Where they operate like football club, Liverpool do. And somebody says, FK says, I think Nuruddin is a rival fan.
Yeah, big up LB for the raid, man.
United.
Yo.
The way I talk about Manchester United, at the end of the day, I just tell the truth, man. And if the truth hurts, then that's not my problem.
Yeah, no,
your football club. The truth hurts, bro. The truth hurts. That's why I've got a channel called United Real Therapy. In therapy, you tell the truth. That's why I'm married to the truth for life. Yeah. For life.
Shout out to LB. 1 second, Norton. Shout out to LB for the raid, man. Shout out to LB, man. Manchester in the mud right now. You know what I'm saying? So come and join us over, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the scouts are taking over, man. What are we doing about it?
I can't believe that.
Scouts are taking over, mate. Even
I watched City, Saeed, and they went 1-0, similar to Arsenal, thinking that the game's they're gonna win 1-0.
Yeah, I know.
Like it was unbelievable. And you know what? They had nothing to come back at it. Nothing after they made it 2-1. It was almost watching United, Saeed. They weren't in jack.
Easy to play through as well. Yeah, Turkey's out for 2 months as well, you know. Turkey's out for 2 months.
Yeah, it's peak for him.
Tell on that dickhead about he wanted to fight us. F you, man.
No, relax.
Like, fuck off, man.
I've
had enough of him.
Listen, man. We don't wish injuries on anyone.
He said he's going to kill us. Listen, there's nothing to kill. We're shit. What are you talking about?
Nah, next derby, but right now, yeah, it's crazy.
I look at this and I think my message to the Straightjacket podcast viewers is that Amorim is doomed. They've literally hit the nail in the coffin in Amorim. His system, you need athleticism to cover the ground. And just because of that, say whatever you want. Saeed can play the objectivity and club side and all that. It's done.
I'm not on
football.
the side.
No, listen to me. No, but you made arguments what the club can say.
I'm trying to be balanced today.
We can only do this, we can do that. No. Football is what is played on the football ground, not what the club thinks. The reality is that Manchester United have zero athleticism, zero technical ability in the midfield. Only guy who's got that level of technical ability is Kobe, but Kobe needs help. And he's not going to play that often anyway. Most likely. Yeah. If it's Casemiro and Bruno, Kobe will be able to come on in games. That's all he's going to do. You know what I mean? That's what he's going to do. And Bruno's going to go back to, and they might even bring Casemiro back before they bring Kobe back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you.
What, Saeed, you've got the big six tonight, yeah?
Yeah, man. Listen, it's one of them.
Are you going live afterwards? Are you going live later on?
No. This is me, John, man. I've done a whole day today, man. It's been a madness.
I don't know whether to do a video or to do a show tonight, but I think I might just do a video. I'll do a video.
But you know that most of these signings that haven't gone through yet, they've got till like 1 a.m. to submit all paperwork.
Oh, wow.
Remember,
that's crazy though, man. But you can't do that though, really, man.
That's what they always do. The Premier League gives them till like 1 a.m. to submit. So
basically now there's a standoff between Mark Gahey and he's got to basically beg Crystal Palace say, please let me go.
Yeah, because if they send all the paperwork to the Prem by 1 a.m., he's gone.
Yeah, that's fair enough then, man. You know what I'm saying? Fair enough, man. But listen, man, we're going to wrap up here, man. It is what it is. No, it's 9 p.m. It's 9 p.m.
9 p.m.?
Yeah, 9 p.m. Yeah, 9 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, 9 p.m. Yeah, 9 p.m., man. But listen, people, man, we're going to wrap it up here, man. Let me know in the thoughts on the comments where you leave the video, man. What do you rate the window out of 10? I think for me, it's time to get working now. Reality's kicked in. We still got enough players to have a good season. I don't care, man. No excuses from me, man. I swear down, man. And naturally for the United families as well. Don't want to hear you moaning. Get to work. Let's start winning games. Starting when we get back against Man City. But
let me just show you this. Let me just show you this. This is what they have to complete. Can you see it?
Oh yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Wow. Crazy, man. Looks so simple, innit? It's crazy. Signed by transferred club, though, innit? Yes, get signed. So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying, Gahey. They're saying that the Gahey bit is done. So that means that Liverpool have got their player.
Yeah. But listen, people.
Glasner has threatened to walk. Glasner said, if there's no replacement, I'm going.
Yeah. But listen, people. Check out United Real Therapy.
Listen, I'm dropping a video later on, people. So make sure you check out. And trust me, none of this club propaganda, Saeed, with his yellow tie business is not going to work for me. You know me, guys. I'm going to give it to you real, raw. That's what's going to happen.
I hear it. Big up Musa, man. Musa, yeah, I'm sure you're going to do a little roundup as well.
Yeah.
They signed a replacement. The bit breaking news. They've signed a replacement, Crystal Palace from Toulouse.
They always had a replacement. They signed him time ago.
From who?
No, but that Victor guy, the deal collapsed with that Victor guy.
Yeah, so but they were looking for more. Yeah, Musa, roundup, you're saying, yeah?
Yeah, I got a video coming out. It should already be dropped. It was just a post-match about the game over the weekend and the signings and the window and my thoughts on it. And basically nothing's changed since we got the goalkeeper. So I'm not going to add anything on it. That should be out today. And that's it, man. I also said I'm going to do a couple of videos in the international break on a breakdown on
City got Donnarumma. Sorry, Musa.
Yeah.
Somebody asked.
Because Amrin's had 30 games, right? In the Premier League. So I'm going to do a breakdown on all 30 games, how he's done. Has anything changed? What does the next 30 games look like? I want to do a deep dive.
Is he not going to get 30 games, Musa?
That's what I'm trying to say. Because the fact that he's had 30 already, do we go again? Because I still think Amrin could walk in this international break.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people think it's done and dusted, but he's a poet. He likes to act in front of the cameras. Because haven't they got an emergency meeting during the week?
Brother, ban that emergency meeting, bro. Like, I swear down, bro. They do performance reviews and shit like that, bro. Listen, just sack him or just, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm ready now. I'm just ready.
Riola, do you think, how much would you have to pay to get a Riola?
He's got a buyout clause.
How much?
Got a buyout clause, man.
10 million.
Listen, man. Just listen. If you don't want to sack him, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna give him the whole season, let's just go with the whole season, man. What's the point, man? Now, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not gonna sack him now, I don't want to wait until January, February. The season's done, bro. Yeah, I mean, you're bringing in some random interim, man. Do it now.
And the players are not gonna listen to some random interim.
Exactly, some random guy, bro. So just do it now, bro. Easier the better. But listen, guys, we're out of this. I'm gonna rate Staffy TV. Love.